Hello folks, welcome to the studio. This fine bit of kit to my right is the Belstaff Stealth Crosby 8-ounce waxed cotton motorcycle jacket. Belstaff have given one of their most popular designs a stealthy overhaul, much like the Ariel that you'll have seen me review recently, and we'll drop links in the description if you want to check that out as well. So this has had a few cosmetic modifications, a few improvements to comfort, but most significantly it also has a new CE AA certification where the original had a CE single A certification. Now, have they had to change a lot to achieve this higher rating? Probably not. We always suspected the original was capable of a higher rating. It's great to have that confirmed. Those improvements do, however, mean this is more expensive than the original, to the tune of about £100. These are £650 as of the making of this video, which definitely makes it one of the more expensive jackets that we stock, but then it's also one of the more premium brands that we stock. It is a Belstaff, and you'll have heard me mention that in the past as well. There's something about the fixtures and fittings, the little details on this, the actual fit, the cut, the feeling of the jacket, and of course the longevity. This is the type of jacket you will own for a lifetime. Now, if you're not convinced already, I'm unlikely to convince you or sway your opinion just by talking at you. It's the type of thing you need to live with for a while, try on for yourself at the very least. And if you've had one of these before, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. The Crosby then is a classic 4-pocket mid-length jacket, and in terms of their range, it sits somewhere between the very popular Brooklyns, which I actually have for myself, this being slightly longer, and I have to admit in the winter I probably would appreciate my jacket being slightly longer, but it's also slightly shorter than the Trailmaster, which is another similar jacket to this. Like I say, slightly longer in length, and of course that has the belt around the front as opposed to the buckles on the sides of the Crosby. All three jackets use very similar technologies. It is just down to the style and fit and your frame, which one is going to suit you the best. So for myself, I'm 5'10". I gravitate towards the Brooklyns if I want a shorter jacket, or the Crosby as a slightly longer jacket. The Trailmaster for me is a little bit longer than I would like, and the other two just look a bit better. But if you're taller, you might gravitate towards the Trailmaster. Speaking of technologies, let's start with the outer fabric. So this uses an 8-ounce Tech Wax outer, which is an upgraded waxed cotton. It uses high-grade synthetic fibers interwoven with Belstaff's high-quality cotton to make a highly abrasion-resistant, lightweight, premium-feeling fabric. Like I mentioned previously, it also achieves a CE AA certification, and it manages to achieve that without adding any extra bulk or weight to the jacket, and you still retain all of that classic style of a waxed cotton Belstaff jacket. And I have to say, personally, this is where I start to see the difference in quality between a Belstaff and some of their rivals. With cheaper fabrics, they tend to feel a little bit heavier. They also often feel a lot oilier, depending on what sort of treatment they've given. This does feel really comfortable, really lightweight, and it definitely feels more premium than a lot of their competitors. But then on the inside, for full waterproofing, it has a waterproof and breathable membrane. For armor, you will find D3O level 1 armor at the elbows and shoulders. You also have a pocket for a back protector on the inside. Speaking of the inside, that is slightly different to the original Crosby in as much as they have an antimicrobial check print mesh liner that looks slightly different, but it will be slightly more comfortable as well. Continuing with comfort, there is a slight improvement to your collar and cuffs also. So it uses a neoprene liner for your collar and your cuffs over the corduroy of the original. It has an internal chest pocket on the left side. For storage on the outside, quite obviously you have these 4 quite sizable patch pockets, so a decent amount of storage. They have a waterproof flap over the top. They obviously have the Belstaff embossed snaps as well, and you'll notice with all of the hardware that it is blacked out, hence the Stealth name attached to this one. So that goes for the snaps. Like I say, they are rubber coated. With the original, the bottom 2 were rubber coated, the rest of them were exposed metal. With this one, like I say, top to bottom, it has this rubber coating to the outside. So you've got blacked out buckles like on your neckline there, so you can fasten that shut, a blacked out zip on the inside, buckles around your waist to tighten it in if you need, and of course the Belstaff logo on your left arm there, also blacked out. And then you've got extra patches on your elbow and your shoulders, thicker sections, tougher sections as well, and obviously that adds to the style. Now when it comes to the style of this and the fit, the comfort, in case you're wondering, as a reference, I'm a 38-inch chest. That will put me in the small on this one. It really depends how you like to wear it. I might even be tempted to buy the medium just because I like a bit of extra room, and if it is something I wear in the winter, I like to stick layers underneath it so it gives me a few more options. But of course, if you've got any questions about sizing, double check our size guide. If you order in the UK, anything over £50, you can return to us free of charge, so don't worry too much, but like I say, do ask us if you have any queries. Now with this one, what I appreciate, because it is a slightly longer jacket, and depending on the kind of bike you might have, the sort of position you might be sitting in, it actually only fastens down to here for the zip, meaning this extra bit of room here, you can undo these snaps and just splay it out to give yourself more room when you're sitting on the bike, especially if you are leaning more forward over the tank. Now, if you want to check this out for yourself, I will drop links in the description. Let us know what you think of it in the comments section, and you can find the rest of the Belstaff range down in the description as well. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.